The video game industry. Where would I be without it? Now, in my 15 to 20 years in my lifetime, I have seen the rapid growth of the video game industry and all that it provides. There has been various questions that have been asked about the industry over these years, and I now, for the first time in my lifetime, can truly see the end result of being a part of the video game industry through the outlooks of others, books, and articles that I have found over the last several weeks. Now, the video game industry deserves a deeper rewind, but to keep it brief, the video game industry has had a bad rap. Games being too violent, the effects of lack of exercise, which really describes me right about now, but also it has had a profound effect on the community that it serves. Some, it's been able to give friends when friends were no longer possible, especially online gameplay. But there is a question that still needs to be asked. Is this method sustainable? Is the rapid growth of the video game industry just for the time, or this is something that in 15 and 20 years will be the leading and growing industry in the world? That is what I will be attempting to answer today. Now, the first question that needs to be pondered: are video games too violent? That has been the tail of a question every single time you talk about the video game industry over the last several years. And I have a definitive answer. In a book called Why Are Video Games So Violent? Really the tuning name of it. So there is an author that goes and talks to different various sources about the effects of video games. One of them coming after the Parkland shooting back in 2018, saying that the Parkland shooter and other different students were playing games such as Grand Theft Auto or Call of Duty that said that they don't believe that caused the unfortunate massacre that occurred back in 2018. Which is quite interesting, which many different studies have said that if you play violent video games, that there will be violent actions that occur from it. Other researchers have said that it is the complete opposite. Quite honestly, it depends on your preference, and it also depends on who you are. If a violent video game is going to make you more violent, you shouldn't play it. And if it's vice versa in this case and scenario, as I have previously stated, then video games are for you. And not all video games are violent. There are so many different variations of video games just in the last few years, whether it's Roblox or Minecraft, when you're able to build different cities and things of that nature. And from your violent video game lovers, which is me, admittedly, it has a profound effect on who we are, especially when you get older. I cannot begin to tell you the many different times that I have played different variations of violent video games, and I still has not had an effect on me. Some of the games included, yes, Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto 5, Modern Warfare, Halo, so on and so forth. And that truly is never going to change. To answer, is the games too violent? Some are, some aren't. But if it does not affect you, then I don't think it needs to be pondered and worried about. Secondly, is there a career in the video game industry? And that has been proven to be a resounding yes. Just over the last 5 years, streaming and Twitch streamers of people that play video games have extremely gone up in the last few years. I mean, pretty much people that I watch on social media are gamers in some type of way, like Chris Smooth or King Sean or Cash Nasty or so many more that have begun to make hundreds of thousands or even millions off of platforms like Twitch, YouTube, and others.